So we're here today at Huntershill Safari, and we're going to be darting some female buffalo, Cape buffalo, and saddleback impala, moving them into different sections of the farm. And this is the stuff that, you know, we don't communicate very well as hunters. You can hear the chopper in the background that it just got going. So we don't communicate this message very well. And this is the side of hunting that non-hunters and the green guys that we call them don't see. You know, we're preserving these animals. We want the best possible situation for this herd, so that we can keep the animal species going. And this is something that I strongly believe in, and this is why we're doing it. Hunting is not all about going out there and shooting the animal and posing behind it. It's all about, you know, setting an example and a way going forward that's best for that certain species. So I'm pretty excited. We're well on the way. We've loaded a few buffalo. I didn't get my chance to do the intro shot, so my bad. But yeah, very fortunate to tag along. Like I said, this is Huntershill Safari. We joined with Keith Ross and Grant Acton. Grant's the chopper pilot, Keith is the vet. So everything's controlled, and yeah, I'm pretty pumped up to get involved with this and show you guys a completely different side to just hunting these certain animals. So from me, if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button, thumbs up, turn on the notifications. Appreciate all the support, and yeah, let's get into it. Cool.
When a hunter has done what he considers to be his or her duty to the animals we fight so hard to protect, they will leave a legacy that will last a lifetime.
Puts everyone to sleep.
Yeah, that's the one. M99. Well, these cows today are gonna get 7 milligrams.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they just pure size of them. They take quite a lot. But funnily enough, something like a kudu takes even more than that.
Seriously?
Yeah, all the spiral horns are hell of it.
Why is that?
Just different metabolism. The way the drug gets taken up.
guys, cool. So at the moment behind me, we're just getting ready to drop the buffalo off now. So it's been a hugely successful morning with catching quite a few buffalo, definitely our target that we were aiming for. Now it's just to offload them safely. So yeah, everything's going a lot smoother than expected.
It started out like a movie scene, something straight out of a magazine. I crossed my fingers you'd come to me, then all of a sudden it became reality.
Hey guys, well, that concludes an extremely successful day, and I just feel so privileged having to share with you guys what went on today. I think it's extremely important as far as the hunting industry is concerned to do these sort of exercises, and yeah, it just gets me to show you guys a completely different aspect of what goes into conserving animals in South Africa other than just hunting. There's a whole bunch of behind the scenes things that we do to conserve these animals and make sure that, you know, the best scenarios are put out there, not only for the hunters but as for the animals as well. So I feel extremely privileged to having to do this with you guys. Yeah, and a big shout out to Grant Acton, Keith Ross and the whole team at Huntershill. They put on an exceptional show. I've never seen such professionalism, and yeah, just pretty stoked to be a part of it. Basically, that's why I started this whole PH Journals journey of mine, and to be honest with you, it was just to show you guys a completely different aspect into hunting. You know, hunting's not all about standing behind an animal for a photo or just shooting any sort of animal out there. It's, you know, conserving a species. I've just had a little girl, she turned 1 in January, and I'm fighting to preserve what I can of our magnificent wildlife for her one day. And that's what us hunters do for, you know, this bigger picture. You know, we're not out there just to try and kill as many animals as possible and have, you know, the bad stigma that's out there for the hunters. You know, we're not the bad guys, and unfortunately between the hunters and the, you know, the greenies as we call them, you know, we're just fighting one another, and the real enemies out there are the poachers, you know, that are poaching our rhino, that are destroying our coastlines. Those are the guys we need to start focusing our energy on. But instead we want to bicker and moan between one another, and you know, at the end of the day we're all trying to accomplish the same goal, and that's to preserve what's out there, you know. And without either parties, we're not going to do that. And you know, with setups like we've got at Huntershill, you know, preserving and just looking after what we've got, you know, it's definitely a step in the right direction, and I think we need to make people more aware of that instead of, you know, trying to fight against one another. So yeah guys, the real enemies are still out there, you know, and we're losing our focus, and I'm just trying to, you know, channel it and just prove to everyone that, you know, we're not as bad as what they say out there, and I'm having a good time doing that. I really am. Sorry, I get a bit emotional about it, but yeah, that's our sole purpose as hunters, is just to preserve and conserve, you know. So guys, thank you so much for joining me on this wonderful journey. The season's only getting started now, so I've got so much to share with you guys, and I'm really looking forward to it. But until then, hit the subscribe, drop a link, drop a notification. Yeah, I appreciate the support everyone's given me thus far, and I can't thank you guys enough. But until then, happy hunting, and we'll see you guys soon. Cheers guys.